This is Viewers Corner News. Our news analysis today are on the moment Governor Charles Soludo discredited Mr. Peter Obi's investment in Anambra State, his professorship as an economist became worthless. Mr. Francis Nwifuru, the governorship candidate of the APC in Ebonyi State, will destroy the state if he is elected governor of Ebonyi State in 2023. The Independent National Electoral Commission of Nigeria should take note of the underage voter registration in the northern part of Nigeria. Alhaji Bola Tinubu is not in a good frame of mind to be the president of Nigeria. Secrecy, deceit, and desperation to have Mr. Atiku Abubakar as president of Nigeria in 2023 have caused confusion in the People's Democratic Party. Stay with us. The moment Governor Charles Soludo discredited Mr. Peter Obi's investment in Anambra State, his professorship as an economist became worthless. Governor Charles Soludo of Anambra State in Nigeria has destroyed his political career through his reckless use of words against Mr. Peter Obi, the presidential candidate of the Labour Party. The Viewers Corner news team researched on Anambra State after Governor Charles Soludo's reckless statement, calling Mr. Peter Obi's investment in Anambra State worthless to nothing. Our findings revealed that, of all the governors who have led Anambra State, Mr. Peter Obi performed better in every aspect of leadership. During Mr. Peter Obi's era as the governor of Anambra State, salaries of workers were never owed, and criminality was brought to a halt in Anambra State. Some areas that were no-go zones before Mr. Peter Obi became the governor of the state were completely free of crimes. The most interesting part is that Mr. Peter Obi saved money for the incoming government, thereby making it easier for Governor Willie Obiano to have a good starting point. Mr. Peter Obi cut the cost of governance in Anambra State. He did not borrow any money from anywhere to finance any project. Also, during Mr. Peter Obi's era, roads were constructed, schools were built, and the old ones were upgraded, making them stand out among other schools across Nigeria and many more. So it would be very reckless of a man who called himself a professor of economics to discredit Mr. Peter Obi, who did very well as a governor while in office. Again, Governor Charles Soludo used some of Mr. Peter Obi's achievements when he was campaigning, making the people of Anambra State believe that he would do well if voted in as Anambra State governor. Just a few months in office, Governor Charles Soludo has requested to borrow billions of naira to execute projects in Anambra State. As a professor of economics, the Viewers Corner news team expected him to know that saving money for rainy days should always be at the back of our minds in case of an unexpected occurrence. As it is now, Governor Charles Soludo is going to put Anambra State in debt before leaving office. Most probably, the money he is requesting to borrow may not be properly used. Since Governor Charles Soludo became the governor of Anambra State, killings of innocent people have increased in the state. By now, we expect him to have figured out how he is going to secure the state, build a high-standard healthcare system in the state, and also create a good environment for businesses instead of discrediting Mr. Peter Obi's achievement. However, the Viewers Corner news team is following every move Governor Charles Soludo is making in Anambra State, which we shall report should he deviate from doing the right thing. Mr. Francis Nwifuru, the governorship candidate of the APC in Ebonyi State, will destroy the state if he is elected governor of Ebonyi State in 2023. The Viewers Corner news team is calling on the people of Ebonyi State to completely discard former Speaker Francis Nwifuru, the governorship candidate of the All Progressives Congress in Ebonyi State, and vote for Mr. Ebonyi State, the governorship candidate of the People's Democratic Party in Ebonyi State. Electing Mr. Francis Nwifuru to be the governor of Ebonyi State in 2023 is a continuation of Governor David Umahi's leadership. What this means is that more economic hardship and victimization of the people of Ebonyi State shall continue. Governor David Umahi wants to install Mr. Francis Nwifuru as the governor of Ebonyi State so that he can cover up the atrocities he committed against his state. The people of Ebonyi State deserve better. The Viewers Corner news team carried out some fact-finding in Ebonyi State. We found out that Mr. Ebonyi State, the People's Democratic Party's governorship candidate, has done so much for the people of the state as a private person. He is a philanthropist, a man who has built homes for the less privileged in Ebonyi State. Mr. Ebonyi State will direct the affairs of Ebonyi State nicely if he is elected governor of Ebonyi State in 2023. Again, if, as a private person, he could do those great things for the people of Ebonyi State, you can imagine what he will do if he becomes the governor of Ebonyi State. He will certainly work for the betterment of all the people of Ebonyi State. Hence, the Viewers Corner news team is appealing to Ebonyi State voters to elect Mr. Ifeanyi Ordi to be the governor of the state in 2023. The time has come for the people of Ebonyi State to end the economic hardship they are passing through, by massively voting for Mr. Ifeanyi Ordi to be the governor of Ebonyi State in 2023. Mr. Ifeanyi Ordi is best suited for the job, and without any doubt, we believe that he will reduce or eradicate the economic hardship in Ebonyi State beginning in 2023. The Independent National Electoral Commission of Nigeria should take note of the underage voter registration in the northern part of Nigeria. This is no longer news to Nigerians both at home and abroad that, in some parts of northern Nigeria, underage children are being registered as adults so that they can vote in the 2023 elections. This is a serious crime, which the Independent National Electoral Commission of Nigeria should carefully look into and correct immediately. It is very wrong to have children registered as adults. This is one of the reasons the number of registered voters coming from the northern part of Nigeria is so high, because of these illegalities. Nigerians are now aware of these problems, and they are calling on the Independent National Electoral Commission of Nigeria to end such exercise. Again, if disunity is going to come to Nigeria, it is certainly going to come from the mismanagement of Nigeria's electoral system by the Independent National Electoral Commission of Nigeria. The Viewers Corner news team is appealing to Independent National Electoral Commission of Nigeria to be fair to themselves and to the people of Nigeria by doing the right thing to save the country's democracy. Alhaji Bola Tinubu is not in a good frame of mind to be the president of Nigeria. The moment you present yourself to vie for the office of President of Nigeria, Nigerians will surely find out who the person is and if such an individual actually has all it takes to direct the affairs of the country. Alhaji Bola Tinubu has presented himself for the number one job in Nigeria, and his past activities have shown that he is not the right candidate for the job. He is a man with too many scandals and cannot be the president of Nigeria. When he is speaking, there are signs of weakness in him. This is a sign that he cannot perform the duties associated with such a job if he is given the opportunity to lead Nigeria. Even those fronting him know about it. A man who forgets the name of his political party and the name of his campaign director, how then can he function as president of Nigeria? We have this in the past, appealing to Nigerian voters not to elect Alhaji Bola Tinubu as president of Nigeria. The people of Nigeria are passing through hardship, which needs a competent leader to free them from such problems, certainly not Alhaji Bola Tinubu or Mr. Atiku Abubakar. These two men have nothing to offer to the people of Nigeria. Voting any of these men is renewing poverty and hardship for another 4 years, which Nigerians should not be allowed to happen in 2023. Secrecy, deceit, and desperation to have Mr. Atiku Abubakar as president of Nigeria in 2023 have caused confusion in the People's Democratic Party. When God wants to destroy evil political parties that brought pain to the country, he will create confusion in their midst, like what is happening today in the People's Democratic Party and the All Progressives Congress. These two political parties in Nigeria are the same. They have been manipulating and deceiving Nigerians for so many years, but now, God has taken control of Nigeria by bringing Mr. Peter Obi of the Labour Party and his crew to rescue the country. There is no human being that can stop the obedient movement. This is God's own doing. Look at the People's Democratic Party of Nigeria. It is a confused political party and very corrupt. The party and its members brought pain to the people of Nigeria in their 16 years of leading the country. Before the PDP presidential primary, some presidential aspirants in the party secretly met. Among their plans, it was alleged that Mr. Tambuwal, who is a spoiler, should step down for Mr. Atiku Abubakar so that Atiku Abubakar would not lose the primary. This was their game plan, and Mr. Tambuwal was believed to be a friend of River State Governor. The confusion that Senator Iyorchia Ayu, chairman of the People's Democratic Party, brought by refusing to resign is another huge problem for the party. A man believed to be very corrupt, according to some party members, cannot be the chairman of the party. Also, the PDP North cannot have all the positions allocated to itself without giving any to the PDP South. As a result of these problems and more, the G5 governors pulled out of Mr. Atiku Abubakar's campaign. The problem has not been settled yet. It will certainly remain so until Mr. Peter Obi is installed as President of Nigeria in 2023. The same goes with the All Progressives Congress. Out of desperation, APC brought Alhaji Bola Tinubu, who said that it was his turn to rule Nigeria. As a result of his age and health issues, Bola Tinubu cannot function properly, and there are too many scandals surrounding him. Not only that, in most of Alhaji Bola Tinubu's speeches, he forgets what to say. Look at the recent one where he failed to pronounce multiplication correctly. This is the man who wants to lead Nigeria. With all this confusion going on in the PDP and APC, Nigerians can never elect either Mr. Atiku Abubakar or Alhaji Bola Tinubu to lead Nigeria. Mr. Peter Obi is the next president of Nigeria because he is the most competent of all the presidential candidates. This is the truth. Take it or leave it. If you want to get more analysis on politics and good governance, health issues and others, subscribe to our channel and click on the notification bell. Thanks for watching. This is Viewers Corner News Channel.